Moving forward, may I please request Mr. Thomas Grimm, Sales Division Manager, Energy, Electronics and Hygiene Converting, Erhardt, Leimer GmbH, to please come up on stage and share your detailed insights on how basis, weight, and thickness measurement in electrode production for Lion batteries is happening. May I please request Mr. Grimm to please come up on dais.
I would like to welcome everybody for joining with me at the moment and not having lunch, what is normally used for this time. I would like to talk, on contrary to my two pre-speakers today, about directly production issues. What are we doing when we have a gigafactory? And I would like to start to give a short overview about Erhardt and Leimer of a group. We are a typical German niche market player. Nobody normally knows us. Just when you really need or have the requirement, when it comes to web guiding, tension control, when it comes to inspection technology like basis weight and thickness measurement. These two items are the main aspect of my today's presentation. So who is Erhardt and Leimer? Erhardt and Leimer was founded in 1919. So we are quite old already, but still young in heart, which means concerning technologies, concerning development, we are state of the art. We have at the moment 1,600 employees worldwide. We have 14 subsidiaries in 18 locations, 20,000 customers roundabout, not only in the battery industry, but also in textile industry, in printing industry, corrugating industry, tire industry, which shows us that based on that, we are already having a quite good experience when it comes to web guiding, when it comes to tension control, understanding material handling, which is then coming back what we see today in the industry, especially for the battery production. My name is Thomas Grimm. I'm in charge for this global battery branch within Erhardt and Leimer. I've started this career in the battery industry in South Korea, where we founded a subsidiary 10 years ago. And this was our first contact with the battery industry itself, because we have to be honest, as a European company, this market was 10 years ago totally unknown to us. Why? All power tools are not made in Europe. All smartphones are not made in Europe. All laptops are not made in Europe, but of course they need the lithium-ion batteries for the power supply. So at that time we were allowed, we have been the market leader, or we have been starting as the market leader in South Korea, being the market leader now meanwhile in the People's Republic of China, in Europe, in the US, and so on. We speak, and this is also important, your language. Of course we have our tradition in Germany, but based on the good German traditions, which mean investment in engineering, taking care on customer problems, reliability, sustainability, and things like that. I'm really proud to be a part of this company. I'm working now for this company since 1994, and this should show you we have a lot of employees working for this company doing their job since a lot of years, which gives us and which gives you, of course, also the confidence when talking with us that you are talking to experts. That you are not talking to somebody who's flying like a butterfly from one company to another one, but that we would like to share our experience with you, listen to you, to your problems, and trying to solve them together with you. This is just a short overview about the customers we are working together. These are the machine manufacturers coming from China, from South Korea, of course also from Europe. And you will find the biggest players, every kind of business which is roll to roll, starting with coating lines, press lines, slitting lines, notching, laminating, or when we talk about cylindrical cells, when we talk about winding machines. The who is who of the battery world is working together with us and using our equipment. Same with the end customers, which you say here. CATL, LG, the two biggest ones, followed by BYD, CLLB, but also smaller ones like still Tesla, Panasonic, Northvolt, and we are also proud here in India. We have also started operations with Ola, which is one of the key players here in the Indian market. What do we want to talk about, or what do I want to try to tell you? Everybody says, or everybody speaks about, we need a very good battery, we need a high output, we need a lot of capacity. But where is this based from? It's based on a few simple things. It's the right material in the right weight, the correct thickness, running with a certain accuracy through a production line. So I would like to start with one of the key products. Why do we need basis weight and thickness measurement? What is basis weight in general? Basis weight, it's relatively simple. It's the mass of material per area. That sounds relatively simple because we have it in a lot of industries. We have it as grammature in the textile industry, printing industry, and so on and so on. Thickness measurement is just a simple thickness of the material, but in combination with it. You see here the difference when we talk about it. More or less the same density of the material can have, dependent on the mixing, a different thickness. So first of all, we have to take care that we bring enough material onto a certain area. And then we have to ensure in the press line that we get it to the right thickness to ensure the combination of basis weight in relation to thickness defines the capacity of the battery. So where do we need basis weight measurement? In general, we have at the electrode manufacturing process, which means we have a single or a double-sided coating line. We have then between 3 and 5 equipments. You see them here in red, where they are normally positioned concerning the basis weight measurement. This is a comparison, what kind of principles are currently used. We talk about beta ray, we talk about X-ray, or what we are using, what Erhardt and Leimer is using is ultrasonic, because this is, from my understanding, the only technology which is really measuring the real basis weight without having any kind of hazardous influence on the handling of the source and so on. This is something, in case you are interested, leave your business card, we can send this to you. But the main measuring principle for beta ray, it's a nuclear system, which means we are talking about a different kind of nuclear sources depending on the basis weight we want to measure. We have X-ray, which is more or less an electromagnetic wave, and we have ultrasonic, which is more or less an acoustic wave. The weight of basis measurement, what we can measure, is depending on the nuclear source, between 0 and 130 or up to 1300. It's 600 gram per square meter roundabout for X-ray, and it's 800 gram per square meter, what is fully enough for double-sided coating. So the principle of the ultrasonic measurement with LTIM is we have a contactless measurement method, the transmission absorption of an ultrasonic beam passing through a material between the ultrasonic transmitter and ultrasonic receiver. And this is determined a weight per unit area. What we have when we have a homogeneous material, we can of course also calculate the thickness, but this is impossible due to the structure of the slurry in the battery industry. And last but not least, external influences can be compensated by using so-called environmental sensors, taking care on temperature influence, humidity influence, pollution influence, and so on and so on. The unique selling points of Erhardt and Leimer's basis weight measurement. The most important, there's no radiation. This means no wear of radiation sources, no shielding required. The high accuracy of the measurement. As mentioned earlier, it's a true basis weight measurement for material, no influence on distant changes. Sensors are able to detect environmental conditions. Simple service and operation, because this is one of our key targets to do that. And no running costs, which means no safety officer required as we have it in case of battery, and no radiation waste. These are the main items of the unit, which you can also see at our booth. From that point of view, it's fully designed by Erhardt and Leimer. These are the technical features. The main technical features, we can guarantee more or less a tolerance of 0.4% of the measured material. The working width for battery industry is between 500 and, okay, this is not battery, 2500. It's ending normally with 700 millimeter working widths, but it's designed for the battery industry. The traversing speed is up to 300 millimeter per second. Coming to the next step, after the coating lines, the material is running through a press line. So the press line is also a part of the electrode manufacturing process. We have here a simple a picture of the press, and you see that the thickness measurement is directly located after the press itself to have an influence on the gap between the press rollers. There are also a certain kind of principles. We talk about laser triangulation, and these principles mainly make a difference when it comes to accuracy. Laser triangulation gives you an accuracy of plus minus 3 micrometer. When it comes down to plus minus 0.3 micrometer, we talk about a chromatic confocal sensor. Interferometric is more or less the same. And when we talk about ultrasonic directly, we also talk about an accuracy of 0.5%. What are the unique selling points of our system? The high precision, the integration. We have at the moment a couple of hundreds of these units in the market, not only in the battery, but also, for example, in the tire industry for surface detection and so on. And the good thing is everything is based on the same system architecture. It's a solid frame, what you see on the next slide. We have a granite frame, which allows us to reduce thermal influence, which is also eliminating as much as possible some vibration issues. We have a motorized support with our own brushless drive technology, which is called L-Motion. We have an integrated calibration tool, which allows us also to guarantee our measurement and to ensure we deliver a validation of this probe together with our system to enable you to check during the calibration that our system is working properly. And we have, of course, as mentioned before, the possibility of the integration of different kind of sensors depending on your kind of accuracy and price. These are the typical items, the typical features, the technical data of our systems. This is what is a part of our software. It allows an MSA test to ensure the measuring quality of our system. This is automatically embedded within our system that you can prove when you buy such kind of system, when you buy such kind of software, that the system is working properly. This is just another picture. And last but not least, I would like to ask if somebody is having any kind of question. Otherwise, I would appreciate when having the chance to welcome us to our booth for having additional discussions. Thank you so much and have a good time here.
Thank you so much, Mr. Grimm, for sharing your detailed insights with us and our audience today. May I please have the honor to represent Informa Markets India and share a token of appreciation with you, sir.